He's Tony. I'm Mike. This is week 1. This is week 2. This is week 3. This is week 4. This is week 5. This is week 6. This is week 7. This is week 8. This is week 9. This is week 10. This is week 11. This is week 12 of the Action Bowl.
20 competitors, each action film legends. 120 films, each at least 85 minutes long. 2 men, both with a lot of spare time. 1 tournament, the Action Bowl, the greatest film competition in the history of cinema. This is the story of the Final 4 competitors and their road to the Action Bowl. Vin Diesel. Week 1 kicked off the Action Bowl with a bang. Sean Connery and The Rock against Vin Diesel in Triple X. Both action spy thrillers, both equally entertaining and flawed.
Sean Connery's driving the Humvee or some shit like that. This is what you get. And a whole lot of shaky around his face. And that's what it is. It's a lot of close-ups, a lot of shaky cam with maybe a few seconds of actual stunt footage.
Yes. California, speed approximately 70 miles per hour.
The match resulted in a tie score.
Action, rock, paper, scissors!
And Vin Diesel won the match of action, rock, paper, scissors to move on to round 2.
You have been shaken, not stirred.
Diesel's second match pitted him against Harrison Ford. Ford had achieved the highest average score in round 1 with a 26 for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, you gave it a 26, I gave it a 26, so that gives us an average of 26.
In week 9, he drew K-19, the Widowmaker. Diesel drew A Man Apart. The action-packed cop drama easily outscored the trope-heavy submarine thriller.
Call your lawyer.
Diesel sent Ford to Davy Jones' locker.
Vin Diesel is our winner. Moving on to round 3, Harrison Ford gets a well-deserved trip to Gimli, to Nova Scotia, to Moscow, and now the Action Bowl of Shame.
Pam Grier. In week 4, Pam Grier faced off against Donnie Yen. Pam Grier pulled Original Gangsters and Donnie Yen Drunken Tai Chi.
That's what's better. That's a lot more fun.
Original Gangsters was filled with classic blaxploitation actors, and Drunken Tai Chi was filled with bad slapstick comedy and breakdancing.
Yes.
Watching Donnie Yen breakdance.
It was sadly, that was the best part of the movie.
Original Gangsters was bad, but Drunken Tai Chi was worse.
So Pam Grier wins this week.
So while Pam Grier is the winner, we're all losers for having to endure these terrible, terrible movies.
Grier moved on to round 2. In week 10, Pam Grier faced serious competition from Steve McQueen. McQueen drew The Hunter and Grier The Big Dollhouse.
Green, scared, and pretty.
The Hunter was a classic Steve McQueen movie designed to cater to his fans. The Big Dollhouse was classic sleazy action fun.
Go, Lucian, go. Come on, Mendoza. Come on, that's it. Go, boy, that's it. Come on, baby, that's...
The match resulted in a tie. Action, rock, paper, scissors decided the outcome, and Grier moved on to round 3.
Two for Pam! Pam is moving on! Steve McQueen is going into the Action Bowl of Shame!
In week 13, Pam Grier will square off against Vin Diesel, who will move on to the final round. Tune in to find out. Scott Adkins. Week 6 had Scott Adkins face off against Tom Hardy. Hardy drew Deserter Adkins' Savage Dog. Deserter was well-written and well-acted character study, but its lack of budget really showed in its action scenes.
Get across the river! Across the river!
The average scores were very close, and while controversial, Adkins moved on to round 2.
Gives us an average score of 17.5. So Scott Adkins is our winner. Moving on to the second round. Tom Hardy, Action Bowl of Shame, sorry.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
While I think your results, your scores are grossly inaccurate, the silver lining is I know Scott Adkins has got more entertaining film.
In week 11, Adkins went against Lucy Liu. In round 1, Liu had surprised us with a hidden gem, Rise Blood Hunter.
Hey!
What do you want?
You.
An action horror film about vampires. In round 2, Liu drew Future World. Adkins drew Ninja. Ninja was a by-the-numbers action film, but it delivered on great action scenes. Future World gave us bad acting, a bad story, and a colossally bad film.
I mean, it's sad, isn't it? Isn't it so fucking sad? Why do you have to make me so fucking sad?
Adkins easily moved on.
I was rooting for you. I was really kind of hoping you would be the dark horse that would take this whole thing, but man, next time James Franco calls, hang the fuck up.
Jean Reno. Jean Reno has had a dream season. In week 7, he faced off against classic action star Tyrone Power. Power drew Jesse James, a film that recounted the legend of the famous outlaw.
1. No! Jesse! 2.
Reno drew The Crimson Rivers, one of this season's true surprises. While Tony and Mike's scores were wildly different for the classic Western, they both scored Crimson Rivers over 20.
I'm not going to break this one. I'm just going to drop it. Because Tyrone deserves better than that.
In week 12, Reno faced off against a second classic action star, Errol Flynn. Flynn had destroyed his competition with the classic swashbuckler, the Seahawk.
By now, you know the purpose of the Seahawks. In our own way, to serve England and the Queen.
For week 12, he drew The Dark Avenger.
I've made a vow, my lord, never to reveal my name until the enemies of France have been defeated.
A noble vow, if true.
Reno drew Leon, the Professional. While Flynn's film was entertaining, Reno's was considered by both judges to be a masterpiece.
Please open the door.
And he easily moved into the semifinals.
You scored it at 25. I scored it at 25. So,
The French win!
In round 3, Adkins will face off against Reno. Who will win? Tune into week 14 to find out. Only 3 weeks remain before the main event. Who will reign supreme? Even we don't know. Stay tuned to find out.
I live for this shit!
How your ass feel now? Feeling any pain? It's pain, huh? I'm taking aspirin and pain relief.
Why don't you leave him alone?
He said, go back inside.
Shit.